Hey guys, this is Allie, and I have another review for you today. I've been meaning to do this for a while. I actually finished the book like Thursday morning, but I tried to make a video on Friday and my computer deleted it. So I really haven't had the chance to make another video because, college stuff, and there's just been some unnecessary crap and whatever. I had a lot of fun this weekend, but there's been some really unnecessary crap that happened, and oh well. Um, I'm going to be reviewing Dark Force Rising. I had to look at the title because I'm weird. I thought it was Dark Forcing Rising, and I don't know what I'm talking about. It's 12:30 in the morning, guys, and I need sleep, but I figured I would make this first. So, Dark Force Rising is the second book in the Thrawn trilogy, and I really liked it. I like the direction that it's going in, and I'm currently about, I don't know, 60 pages in The Last Command, and I really need to read more, but I wanted to finish it this weekend, but that didn't happen. Oops. um, so, I'm going to try and, well, really there are three main stories to this book. And excuse me if I'm a little rusty because it's been a couple days, and I read really fast when I have fun reading, and it just doesn't stay. There is Luke's story, Leia, and Han and Lando. Um, I'm just gonna give. I'm gonna try a different format for reviews and try to give like a brief summary, or as brief as I can be before I like say my thoughts. Um, Luke. Okay, I'll start with Leia. Leia went to a planet. Well, in the last book, Leia was on Kashyyyk with Chewie, and she got attacked by the Nogri. And there was a group of 4 or 5, or like a small group, and one of them survived, and they captured him and they interrogated him, and his name is Kabarak, and he basically found out that Leia is Darth Vader's daughter, and he calls her Lady Vader, which is really really cool, and he calls her something else because the Nogri are in debt to the Empire because Darth Vader saved their planet or something like that. Saved. Obviously, there's going to be spoilers. Um, so, Kabarak is like, okay, Leia, you can come with me to talk to the Nogri on my planet. And so that's what they do. They go to his planet, and without saying everything, Leia turns the Nogri against the Empire, or at least has planted the idea in their head, because in the beginning of The Last Command, nothing's happened yet. So there's that story. And then there's Han and Lando, who are trying to find the smuggler who says that he knows where the fleet, this giant fleet is, like 200 ships, and it's been missing for like 40 something years, and since the Clone Wars, I guess. And so they find the smuggler, and they find the location. The Empire has already gotten to it. So that's kind of how the book ends, but that's beside the point. It's really kind of, I mean, it's not disappointing me because I kind of knew it was going to happen, but it's kind of edge of your seat kind of feeling, because I don't really know what they're going to do with the ships, and I really want to find out what they're going to do with the ships, what the Empire is going to do with the ships. One part is Luke finds out, or Luke goes to the planet where Sabath is and starts doing the Jedi training, and then Sabath is basically like a huge douchebag, and he's like, you need to do this, you need to do that, and is trying to tell Luke to be basically more evil in a way. And Luke's like, what are you talking about? Ben and Yoda weren't like this. So what are you talking about? What kind of Jedi training did you have? And somehow he finds out that Sabath is a clone. And I don't know whether it's through Mara or he just, I don't really know. But Mara comes and gets Luke and is like, hey, I need your help. Um, let's work together or whatever. And so that's kind of that story. And trust me, the book is more interesting than it sounds. It's very, very action packed and very, very fun. I've heard that some people think that Zahn can't write action, and I don't agree with that because he makes it pretty easy to understand, unlike some other writers. Like, I can actually understand the dogfights instead of, oh, I don't really know what's going on right now. Oh, the fleet's name is the Katana Fleet. Yeah. Um, but, yeah. So I think this is better than the first book. Simply because I think Zahn is kind of getting into the minds of the characters more, and he's started to use less. I know I said in the last video, or in the Heir to the Empire video, that he uses point and touche and lines from the movie too much. I think towards the end of the book, Mara says point a couple times, but it's not at all like the first book. It's not like pulling my hair out going, just stop with the I have a bad feeling about this and I love you and I know and I'm not in the committee. That one really bothers me. But so I think Zahn is getting better because I think just like any writer, I know obviously he wasn't like this was his second book, but this is his second Star Wars book, and you can tell there's a difference between this one and Heir, and he is definitely getting like into the story. He is wrapping his hands around it, and he's getting used to the characters because I read Allegiance and Choices 1, and he doesn't do the point and the touche thing at all. So I think he really does learn from that. There wasn't any real, oh, we're just going to meet up and go to this place, or that convenient meeting up that I talked about in the Thrawn, or in the Heir video. Luke and Han and Lando go and do their own thing, and then Luke leaves. But they all start the book, I think, on Coruscant, if I remember correctly. I don't 100% remember. But, yeah. So there's no, like, convenient meetup on this planet, and we're all fight together. So that also has improved from Heir. Also, I would have read this book straight through if it weren't for Kenobi. Like, I was actually getting withdrawals from Thrawn while reading Kenobi. And so that's why I've been trying to read more in general, and this weekend has been really tough for me. I haven't read hardly at all, so maybe tomorrow will change that, even though my mom's coming up and she's bringing her friend and campus visit, girls' day. But tomorrow night I can read it after I do geology. Tuesday I will read, and I'll catch up on everything. So, yeah, oh, I wanted to say that Mara wasn't in the book enough. Well, she is towards the end, yes. And I think she's in the beginning, but that long month break where I read Kenobi, I hardly remember the beginning of the book. I had to actually like look at the comic and kind of skim the comic, and Mara was in that. And the art for Dark Force Rising, oh my gosh, you guys. It is gorgeous. I don't even have my copy with me. I have a digital copy, and I would show you guys, but it actually involves like getting my tablet out. But it is gorgeous. Like the art for Heir to the Empire is not impressive. It's very stylized and kind of weird. And the art for Dark Force Rising is realistic and just absolutely gorgeous. There are some like wonky faces, but it's just wonderful. Oh my gosh. I'm probably going to be doing a review on the comic series after I read the trilogy as a whole, and then I'm going to go and read the comic book series probably during Thanksgiving break or something. Just so I know. I like the visuals. I can't talk. Because the Nogri that I have come to realize from looking on pictures on Wikipedia, they look absolutely nothing like I imagined them, and they're kind of terrifying. A lot of terrifying, actually. Back to Dark Force Rising. Mara is awesome. I still love her, and I still really, really like the Mara and Luke team up, and the way that they end it and the way that they're starting the third book is really good. Okay, so spoiler, Mara is basically, she has to kill Luke. She has direct orders from the Emperor to kill Luke, and even though the Emperor's been dead for 5 years, she still has like flashes of the Emperor's voice saying, "You will kill Luke Skywalker," or "You must kill Luke Skywalker." I don't know what the wording is, but I really kind of like that because it makes her seem like he actually was kind of abused by the Emperor. So that's something that really kind of adds to the depth of the character, that you kind of get the darkness that, and she was manipulated a lot. And mind you, she's Luke's age. So when the Emperor died, she was only 22, 23, 22. So to be the Emperor's hand, she would have had to been a teenager for most of it, or at least she's very young, because in Allegiant and Choices of One, she's only like 18 or 19, and I think she's actually a year younger than Luke, but I'm not 100% on that. I'm gonna have to look it up. So that kind of really adds to the depth, and then she kind of just has like these episodes, and it really kind of affects her, in my opinion. Like, if it were in a movie, it would really, really be cool to see like her like freak out and hear the voice, and it's something that's very easy to visualize. Yeah. So that's kind of fun, and I know spoilers, and I know what's gonna happen, but I still really like where it's going, and I used to really like Mara as a whole. Also, I can't complain about the way that Luke or Luke or Leia or Han and Lando are written, because in my opinion they're very in character, and I always have to keep in mind that this is basically fan fiction, published fan fiction, and while I know that's kind of a diss, but it's still really well written, and I really, like I said, I think Zahn is getting into his he's on a roll, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Also, I get to meet him in November, and I'm very excited, and I'm really disappointed that I do not have a Mara costume to wear. That's the only thing I am disappointed about. But I'm bringing my books, and he's going to sign them, and I'm going to possibly cry. So, the book ended in a cliffhanger, but not like an Heir to the Empire cliffhanger. But I'm really excited to read Last Command. Like, really, really excited. I'm really, really, really excited to read The Last Command. Simply because once I read The Last Command, I can read other things. Like, I can read Visions of the Force and Spectre of the Past and, oh my gosh, what's it called? I can't think of it right now. I can read the other Zahn books. I can read I can read the New Jedi Order. I can read Young Jedi Knights. I can read Junior Jedi Knights as soon as I get a hard copy of them, which I hope to get for Christmas. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. People who are watching this in my family. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Or anyone who just wants to, send me a book. Free Star Wars books, I will happily take them. Just saying. Any of them. Even if I have them already, I will take them. I just really like the way where this trilogy is going, and I really just like the way that Zahn writes now, and he's getting into the flow of things, and he has it down basically. He's more like the author that I read Choices 1 and Allegiance, or Allegiance of Choices 1. I always say it backwards, but it's Allegiance and then Choices 1. So I just I would recommend it. I'm gonna say that I'm gonna recommend the Thrawn trilogy as the place to start for any reader that wants to read after the New Jedi Order. Or what am I talking about? After the movies, not after the New Jedi Order. I don't know what I'm talking about. I haven't read all the New Jedi Order. I've read one book. Sorry. So, yeah. I'm going to end this video now because it's almost 20 minutes long and there's really no need for that. Tomorrow I'm expecting the package. I won't be making a video because it's one book and I don't feel like making a video for that. I'm going to make another video before I go to bed though, and I'm going to do my to read list for October. My TBR. So, good night guys. Goodbye guys. Good day. I will see you next video, which will probably be up tomorrow because I don't feel like uploading it tonight. Bye.